Welcome to Discount Lots, guys. My name is Matthew Perdomo. I'm one of the account executives here at Discount Lots. Now, today I want to go through this piece of property here. It's a 0.2 acre lot in Pahrump, Nevada. Why do I want to go through a property like this today? Because it's only an hour and 8 minutes away from Las Vegas. Originally, I thought it was more than that. I thought it was about an hour to 2 hours. After I took a look, I thought even better. This is a great piece of property. The best part, it's only $209 a month for 60 months. That's just 5 years for $209 a month. All right, so this property behind me is a 0.2 acre lot in Pahrump, Nevada. Let's go through this property so I can show you some of the best factors about this piece of land. All right, let's get into this. All right, guys, today I want to start off today's video at the same place as always, the home page of Discount Lots. Now, over here, you're going to be able to enter in your information, such as your name, your phone number, and email. Now, one of our account executives is going to reach out to you, such as myself, and we're going to be able to help you out to find that perfect piece of property. Now, if you want to call me directly, you're more than welcome to do that. My cell phone number is 661-485-5032. So reach out to me at 661-485-5032. So let's go straight into this property, all right? This is a 0.2 acre lot in Pahrump, Nevada. Now, the reason why I personally like this property is because there's a lot of development in the area, okay? So real quickly, though, let's get into some of the details that we're going to see on this piece of property. So as we can see, this is a picture of the lot over here, okay? This is the second picture. So it's going to show you the outline of the property. Another outline. You know, aerial view. And then some of the things that it's close by. So you have a college nearby. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but you have this close by. And then this is another view of the piece of land. Here's a map view. And here's some more pictures on this property. So, I mean, we get a pretty good idea of what this piece of land is. So this is what it looks like. Let's get some more views, but let's look at some of the details. So this property is $209 a month just for 60 months. That's the price, and that's going to give you the $12,541. If you want to purchase this piece of property for cash, it's just $9,999. That's it. That's all it takes. All right, we'll jump into this at the end so you can find out exactly how how the payments work and how to purchase this property. I want to go into depth into this piece of property. This description is going to say a little bit about this land. You know, it's a small town with a small vibe. Don't think twice about this. 0.2 acre lot in Pahrump, Nevada. All right, let's scroll down. Here's a map. We always have a map for our property where you kind of saw these pictures. I'm going to jump into a bigger map in just a couple minutes. And then here's the address to the property. As always, now on all of our properties, we do provide you the 4 GPS coordinates of the lot so that you can pin out exactly where that property starts and begins. And then here we have some details on this property. So you can see this is in Nye County, Nevada. It's a 0.2 acre lot. It's in Pahrump. Here's some the zip code. Now this is the center of the property. Elevation 2600. Level terrain. No time limit to build. Only $85.71 per year for the taxes. That's not a lot. HOA, there's no HOA. Good to hear. Everybody loves that. Now water, contact the county. Sewer, you would need to install septic. Power in the area, and $300 documentation fee. So now let's go ahead and take a look into this property, because although it says you might need to contact the county for water, I think we can get a really good idea just by looking at the street view. And same thing with sewer. We might be able to see some good things on this property that say otherwise. So here, I'm starting off this view. Now this isn't on the street because, as you can see, the property street is over here at the bottom, and they don't have a street view of this property yet. So over here you can see where my guy is facing. It's about here. This is where you're going to be looking. This is where the property is, give or take. All right, let's get into this Google Earth. Now all you got to do for Google Earth is put in the GPS coordinates of the property, and it'll take you exactly to that point. I'm going to do that just so we can get a really good idea of this property. So this is the exact property right here. So right behind those, bushes on that past page, that's where that property is. Okay. So as you can see, it's just a piece of flat land. This is what it is. All right. Let's go back into the street view. So right around here where the shrubs are, like I said, right behind it, that's where that property is going to be. One more time, you can see right behind it, this is where the property is. So it's not very far. So let's go take a look at some of the properties. I want to get a street view of right here. Let's start right here. So on this side, this is where our property is. Like I said, see where the shrubs are. So it's about right here. Okay, so you can kind of get a really good idea of where the property is. You have electric poles running right behind the property, so that tells us that there's power. Now let's take a look at some of the homes, because we can get a really good idea of what's around the property. Pretty nice looking home. All right, they got some greenery, which is always good. I bet that there is city water right here. And you know how I know that? Because you got a fire hydrant. So obviously there is city water on this property. So your property is only right over here, not just a couple 100 feet away, and you're connected to your city water. So now we know that there's city water in the area. That's a huge plus. You don't have to dig a well. You don't have to go above and beyond. All you need to do is get that water located and connected to your piece of property. So it's not very hard to do. Another good thing, paved roads. Although this is a dirt road right now, I can bet you $1 million that they're going to pave that road at some point. So that's another plus right there. You see, this is why I really like to look at these street views, because you're going to get a really good idea of what's on the property. Now let's take a look at some of the other properties. Alrighty, here's another property. Not as nice as the other house, but still nice. Alrighty, I'm trying to see if we can find any signs of sewer. That's what I'm really trying to look for. Are there any signs of sewer? Let's see. Let's go to this house. Alrighty, so this is another home. Alrighty. So this home, this home looks like it's raised. Alrighty. So you might not have to do your traditional home. You might have some options on the type of home, because look at this home. They don't have stairs. Look at that home. They don't have stairs to get into their home. Over here, they have stairs to go. It's a raised home, so they have a different type of home. Okay, cool. So we have options on the type of home that you want to build in this area. And then here, boom. What is this right here? That is a sewer. So that means that there's probably sewer in this area. There's a really high chance. I'm showing you right here. There is a really good chance that you have sewer in this area. So boom, that is a huge, huge, huge plus, guys, because now we know that you're not going to have to install septic. There's a really good chance that you don't have to install septic. That's a huge plus. Okay, couple look at some of these other homes, all right? So what we know so far is that you have electricity. We see the power poles, okay? There's a good chance of city water, because we've seen the city water right in the property, right by the property, I should say. And now we know that there's a really good sign that there's probably sewer as well. So I guess, this is not a bad looking home. These are not bad looking homes. These are nice homes. So this is not bad areas. This does not look bad, guys. Look at this. They have a really nice lawn, actually. Obviously, it is Nevada, but it is pretty great. Alrighty, that looks like sewer again. Alrighty. So we got power poles. Alrighty. Great, guys. So I feel like we've gotten a lot already so far. And it's just the beginning. Just a couple minutes of searching around. Alrighty, so now Pahrump is a small town, but I want to show you, where the property is again. So our property that we were looking at is right here. All right. Now let's see where the closest Walmart is. It's only 2.7 miles away. So you're close to a Walmart. It's a small town. You're about 7-minute drive just from a Walmart. Okay. Now Let's look at some of the other necessities, right? Let's see if there's a hospital nearby. Boom, you have the Desert View Hospital just 8 minutes away, 3.2 miles away. So we have that. Let's look at some of the other things. You have a high school. You have a chapel. That's probably what one of the things was that we were looking at. You have a chapel. This looks pretty good. Alrighty. We have a small casino nearby. Look at that. 4.2 stars, so it's not a bad casino either. You have a winery. You have some fireworks places. You have another firework. You have an auto place. You have some resorts, McDonald's. You got your Starbucks. All right, so Home Depot. Okay, cool. So small town, but they got all the necessities. You got a couple firework places. You got a couple resorts. And then, like I said, you're not too far from Vegas. I will show you right here how far Vegas is. You're an hour away, even closer than what I thought. You're just an hour and 8 minutes away from Las Vegas. Go, have a great day, come back. You know, ain't that big of a deal. How many people get to say they live that close to Vegas? All right, and I can assure you, you're not paying the same amount that you are paying in Vegas. That's definitely a huge plus. So we got a lot of insight just by looking at the street view and everything, taking a look at a lot of these things. This is, once again, last time, this is the Google Earth view of the property. And like I said, you're not too far from a lot of things. Elementary school, high school, daycare, not too far from a lot of things. Not too far at all, guys. So this is definitely a huge plus in the, community. Let's take a look at some of the Zillow stuff, right? I like to look at the Zillow stuff. Why? Because it's going to give me a really good idea of the homes. I like to see the value of the homes on a lot of these properties, just to get a really good idea, like I said. Let's see. So we have here, right? So our property is right around here. And then this home is for sale. One of the homes that we were looking at is going for $308,000. This is the first home that we saw right here, $308,000. So there's a lot of room, right, guys, to build a home, and you have a lot of wiggle room to get a nice home and still be at the value of some of these other homes in the area. Let's look at, I want to see what homes sold. So I think one of the closest homes that sold, once again, right around here is your property, and here's a home that just recently sold. It's just a 2-2. And this 2-2, I'll do this for the first one. I didn't do it for the first one yet, but this 2-2 is on a pretty big lot, and it's going for $215,000. But they do have a small home. Okay, guys, they have a really small home. Let's look one more time at the house that was being for sale. $308,000, and this is sitting on a property. How big is this property that they're sitting on? The lot is 8,712 square feet. Right, guys? 8,712 square feet. That's what they're sitting on. A 0.2 acre lot to square feet, I'm going to tell you right now, is 8,712 square feet. That means they are sitting on the exact same square footage or the same size lot that we are looking to buy. And they are selling their home for $308,000. And they built a 3-2 and a 1,700 square foot home. So they got a decent home, guys. All that with just a 0.2 acre lot. That's why I like to say, like, it's not only about the size. How do you use that size? They have a nice sized lot. They have a backyard. They have a lot, So this piece of property is zoned for VR8. That is a residential zone property. So that's what that property means. It's residentially zoned. All right. So let's get into the specifics on how much this property is. I told you $12,541. That is how much this property is. If you remember, if you noticed in that Zillow video, there was a property nearby that was going for $25,000. So you're under that just by paying the payment plan. So how does the payment plan work? It's very simple, guys. All you need is $301. And I'm not even kidding you. $301. It says it right here. If you want to do the payment plan, you just need an initial payment of $301. What does that 301 cover? Simple. It's going to cover your down payment over here, and it's going to cover your documentation. What is that documentation? A documentation is going to cover a purchase agreement. So the purchase agreement, think of it as a rent-to-own contract. It's going to state that as long as you make your monthly payments, you are allowed to use that land. Once you finish making all your payments, that's when you're going to receive the deed to that property. Okay, so very, very simple. You know, we're not throwing too much at you. You're not responsible for any hidden things or anything like that. You're only responsible for the taxes and the closing costs at the end. So it's no more than a couple $100s. It's going to cover the recording fee to transfer the deed to your name. That's it. Now, if you do the math on this, now I want to show you. If you do the math, 209 times the 60 months, what are you going to get? $12,540. Exactly $1 short of the sale price. Why is it only $1 short of the sale price? Because you put $1 in the beginning. So what does that tell you? There's no interest on top of that. You're just paying that and that's it. Obviously, now if you want to pay cash, go ahead, pay cash. You'll give you a little small discount. Why? Because we own this lot. We own all the properties we sell. So it works on our benefit if you pay us cash. So why not benefit you as well? So that's why we do these things. Super simple. Now you can choose another payment plan. You can do the $319 for the 36 months. If you pay that instead, you get a little bit, about $1,000 discount just because you paid it off 2 years earlier. Or you can pick any of our plans, pay it off in 1 year. If you pay it off in 1 year, we consider that the same as cash. You'll get that $9,999 price. Super simple. All right. So if you are interested in this piece of property, it's a 0.2 acre lot in Pahrump, Nevada. If you are interested in this property, you can come onto this page, click the Start Today button, and fill out some basic information, your name, your full legal name, your email, your address, your phone number. We need this information so that we can have open communication with you guys. We can send you all the contract information. Plus, we just want to make sure that you understand exactly what you're purchasing. And all you need to do is put a credit or a debit card. Super simple. Now, if you need some help, if you have some more questions on this lot, if you want, somebody to walk you through it, feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone number is 661-485-5032. It's super, super simple. 661-485-5032. That's all you need to do to reach me, Matthew Perdomo, at Discount Lots. I'm one of the account executives. Now, if you want to reach out to anybody else, we have a toll-free number here. It is 866-808-7809. That's our toll-free number. And now, one more thing, guys, what I want to go through with everybody, and this is one of the most important things. This is our link right here. Next to the property description is a link to our Better Business Bureau page. Click on that link. It's going to take you to our Better Business Bureau page. It's going to show you they've done a background check, 5-star rating. So you get all that good info just by looking at that. So hit me up, guys, if you're interested in this lot. There's already 29 people interested in this property, so it's going to go very quickly. If you have $301, reach out to me, 661-485-5032, or you can hit up our toll-free number up here. And all right, guys, I will catch you for the next video, next piece of property, I should say. And it was a pleasure. Hope to see one of you guys buy it soon. Take care.